I'm
and then
live
it'll
now.
share
I'm
to your
live
page.
now.
Can you record it?
Hey fam, how you doing? It's Cortland. We got an exciting show tonight. I have some guests tonight that's going to talk to you about some credit repair. Why not? Everybody needs to get that credit repaired. So look, as usual, I like to start off with a quote. Let's see. And this one is by my man Colin Powell. Perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. Let's check that out. Perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. Amen. All right. So I don't know if y'all credit is good, but I'm gonna get y'all some information tonight. I see, I got a couple people joining right now. Say hello. Let me know you out here. Share this so everybody can see what's going on. Yes, I like that. So just give me a hello, whatever, so we can get this show rocking tonight. Now I'm going to switch over. Here we go. All right. Here's my guest here tonight. You see Anjanette Keebler and Annette Cooper. How y'all doing tonight?
Hey,
Hey,
I was enjoying that music.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, hey, Annette, let's start with you. Tell me a little bit about yourself before we get started.
Okay, so I am in the credit business. My daughter brought me in. It's been a few months, and I am just loving the product, trying to get the word out to everybody, and we're here tonight to try to help some people.
Okay. What about you, Anjanette? Tell me what's going on.
yeah, so I am a credit specialist and I absolutely love what I do. I've been in this business for about a year now, so I'm teaching financial literacy and I'm helping people increase their credit score. I'm helping change their zip codes and all kinds of things, financial goals, whatever they want to reach. So that's what we're here all about to talk about is that credit.
Hey, you
That
know
good
what?
credit.
That is a great point and a great place to start. Why is financial literacy so important? I mean,
Is that you want me to
either
start?
one of y'all could jump in and answer
Okay.
that question. You know.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, I never like to talk about credit. I was always avoiding credit. I was always avoiding budgeting. I did not want to hear about credit. And of course, my credit score wasn't that great. So I avoided it. And it wasn't until later on when I got my house, some things had dropped off my credit, some negative items. And I was like, woo, good credit, good credit. And I still didn't know about credit. I still was not financially literate. I just looked at my credit score, saw what was on it, was approved for the house. That was it. But it's deeper than that. The credit score has your name on it. This is something that belongs to me. And I didn't know anything about it. I saw what was on there, but I wasn't keeping track of it. Are these items on here correct? Are they mine? How did this get on here? There were so many things that I didn't understand about my credit report. Why not, keep an eye on it? Why keep it away where I can't even see like what's going on with it? This is my credit score. It has my name. It's a document. It has my name on it. Why don't I have this at my fingertips to make sure everything is correct and to make sure that I'm moving forward as I should? So I just think that is so important now. I'm so upset that I'm so much older now and that I'm just now my being a being,
Hey, we get wiser as we
knowing
get
about
older.
it.
We get
Well, I
wiser as we
guess.
get older.
I
You see what
guess
I'm
so.
saying? So, I mean, everybody, like been there, because I remember when I was a youngin', shoot, I ain't worried
Mm-hmm.
about credit until I first moved up here to Washington, D.C. And I
Mm-hmm.
tried to get an apartment. And they was like, something about credit. I was like, what? I didn't even own a credit card. Then tried to get an apartment. I couldn't even get an apartment. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
tell me this.
Well, I
How?
want to say, I definitely didn't grow up learning about financial literacy. I mean, the things that my parents did tell me was, stay away from those credit cards because once you start on the college campus, they're going to be after you with those credit
Now, is
cards.
that wise to stay away from them because you need to establish some kind of credit, right?
Well, we're definitely going to get into all of that. We're going to get into all of that. I just think, as I was talking to my mom earlier, I don't think it depends on your educational background, whether you're going from high school into the world and being your own person, or you're going to college and then, finding a job, because we don't have those fundamentals. We don't know what to do with our credit. And so we just get out there because we're young. We're just ready to get out there, do our own thing. And we get these credit cards and then we're maxing them out. And so
And
that's
can't
something
pay
that,
them.
right, right. And that's something that my parents, they did teach me not to max out credit cards. I remember having one credit card, and it was a Target credit card that I had for school. And I remember I had it open for about 2 years, and because someone told me that the interest rate was really high, that I should get rid of it, and I closed it out. So it completely wiped out my credit, age, my credit history, and not having any knowledge. The lady was just trying to like, oh wait, you don't maybe want to not close that right away because you're going to get rid of your credit history. I'm thinking she's just trying to sell me the card. She's trying to keep me on as a customer. And I said, no, I want to close it out. But I opened that card up. I opened it back in 2007. So just imagine,
Mm-hmm.
where my credit score would be. I mean, it's at a great rate now, but just erasing all that credit age is really important. So,
I mean, do you need a
mhm.
whole lot of credit cards? I mean, like, do you need like 10 credit cards or whatever? I mean, because I mean, for myself, I'm down to two credit cards, and those are the credit cards that like I'm gonna keep. I mean, all these other
Well,
credit cards, no.
yeah, I think it's important for you have to have a mixture of credit, and that's something that Annette is going to talk about a little later. But it's important. You want to at least have, I think, it's between 7 and 11 accounts of a mixture of credit.
Wow, wow, all
You can
those
actually,
accounts. Wow,
yes, yes, you
man.
can have a such thing as baby credit, where you don't have anything on your credit report. You don't have a credit card. You don't have utilities in your name.
Hmm.
You don't have rent in your name.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can
So
just
that
have
does
bad credit
include
just based off not having anything.
that does include your utilities and stuff like that, right? So that's part of your credit.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
It's not just all credit
absolutely.
cards. Okay.
No.
Absolutely.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay.
if you miss a payment, and you're not paying your utilities, they're going to go after those credit bureaus and let them know about those negative items that you have. So you definitely want to um, pay your bills on time.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's a good segue into the next question I want to ask. And how is your credit score calculated?
So it's actually calculated in five credit factors. So I'm going to do the first two, and then I think you should do the last three.
That's
But
fine.
the first one is your payment history. So making your payments on time. That's 35% of your credit score. You want to make sure you're making those payments on time. If you're not making those payments on time, it's going to affect your credit score in a bad way.
See, I didn't know that
Um,
35%. I
yeah.
didn't know about that 35% for
Mhm.
paying on time.
Oh
I
And
yeah,
thought
that's and
every
that's
I
the
thought
biggest one.
I thought everything
right,
really was
right.
kind of
It's down
based
to
on
35%. Right.
Yeah.
everything being paid on time. I thought that was
Yeah.
the main crust of it.
Because
You know.
depending on how late you are, your credit score could go down 100 points just by being late on that one thing.
Wow,
So,
one thing could knock your credit score down one a
yeah,
hundred points.
absolutely.
Woo,
Yes.
man, they don't want you to have nothing.
See,
Shoot.
Cortland, these are things I didn't know.
Hey, I did not know that.
Yep.
Shoot, man.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, I remember, man. I never paid nothing on time. So shoot, I could imagine what my credit score was back then. Near zero almost, I guess. So yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
what's the second thing? What's the second
So the
thing?
second one is going to be the way you use your credit, like how you utilize your credit, utilization. And so if you have a credit card and it's $1,000 on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to spend more than $300 on that credit card because once you start going over that 30%, your credit score is going to start to fall.
Wow. So you gotta stay within 30% on each credit card. I didn't.
Yes,
Do
Oh
not
my
do
gosh, I
not
did
max it
not
out.
know. I did not know that at all. So this is all
absolutely.
new to me. Wow. Shoot,
And I mean, if
man.
you want to use it as a credit booster, because a lot of people are like, what credit card can I get? Like, oh my gosh, I'm scared to get a credit card. But if you want to use it to boost your credit score, you want to stay at that 10% rate.
Mm-hmm,
So only
mm-hmm.
spending $100, only getting if you want to use your credit card to boost your credit score, you want to use it for like Netflix or gas, just a small bill, something that you can easily pay off over and over again.
So tell me this. What's the deal with these things like these companies offer you a credit card if you want
Mhm.
to buy something? Like for instance, if I want to buy an Apple computer and they offer you, like their no interest credit card.
Mhm.
So what's up with that? How,
Mhm.
how, how does that work? Is that good? Is that bad or what?
Well, I would say for me, if you can't use your credit card to get you out of an emergency situation,
Hmm.
then it's probably not a really good idea that you get that credit card. So
Exactly.
if, I know ladies, we love our Victoria's Secret and your companies, those department cards, but
Yes.
they give you a limit, maybe like $500, right? So you gotta stay at what? You gotta stay pretty low in order for it to increase your credit score. But if you go over that $300 on a 500 a credit card, that's going to drive your score down. So it's
Yeah.
like,
So
why
if you
would
get
you
if you
sign
go
up for
like four
something like
hundred, you
that?
in trouble.
Yeah, you in trouble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Woo, man,
And
golly.
then if you get a flat on the side of the road, you can't use that credit card to pay for your flat.
Man,
So
that's the game right there. All
right.
right, all right. So let's move on over to Annette with the other three.
Okay, so the
Fill me
next
in.
one is the length of credit. That's 15% of your credit score.
The length of credit.
So
Now, see,
remember, Anjanette
I didn't know anything about the length of credit.
like Anjanette
Golly,
was saying, she
I'm
closed out her
blind.
Target account.
Let me get my
So
glasses and put them
if
on.
she would have kept that Target account, she would have had that length of credit going on.
Oh, okay.
So you don't want to close out your credit cards that you've had maybe over more than 5 years or so,
Wow,
because
wow.
you want to keep that length of credit. It's actually showing your history. Like you have had this credit card, you've been paying it on time, you must pay it on time. You've been paying it on time, and we can rely on you. That's what it's saying.
Hey, I got a question here. I can't post it for some reason, but it says Carolyn Washington wants to know what if you have a credit card and you don't use it?
So, Carolyn, we're going to suggest that you use that credit card every now and then. So, if you want to just purchase some gas or, just pay a really small bill just to keep that account open, because I know after a while, if you're not using your credit card, the companies will actually close it out completely. So, if you're not using it, they're going to close it out on their own. They're not going to ask you if you're not responding. They're just going to close it out. So, I would just encourage you maybe to just buy some, candy here, pay it off, buy, keep it at that 10%. Now it's okay because someone said to me like, so it's okay to have debt on my credit card as long as you're keeping it at that 10%. You're good to go. Your credit score is going to benefit from keeping that 10% on your credit card and paying it off consistently. So
Wow,
that was actually a good question.
that's a game
And
though.
you
That
don't
is a
want
game.
that company to close your account, because then there you go with the derogative um, on your credit report.
Okay. That's good stuff. Let's continue on that.
Okay, so
Continue to fill us in.
10% are those credit inquiries. We want to keep those credit inquiries low as possible, because guess what? They stay on your credit for 2 years. And that's something that cannot be taken off. It's going to be 2 years. So you want to keep them low. Two inquiries, you want to keep it like maybe 12 to 18 months. With two inquiries, nothing higher than that. If you get to three, it's okay. Before, you better watch out.
Wow. Hey, it's funny. Now should now for myself, I'm just saying. Now every time I look at my credit report, it says inquiries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
I just had a fourth one, because I purchased the car. But
Mm.
I swear those other three been out there for
Mm.
over 2 years. So
It's been
should
on
I
there
should
for
I
over
reach out to the credit companies? Cause I know it's been more than 2 years they've been on my credit report.
I don't
Are you
know. We're gonna have to kind of look
sure?
at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
cause
is it a hard inquiry or what is it
no,
exactly?
well, check this out, right? I I went and purchased the car, right? Well, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
purchase. My son purchased it, but I helped him out with it. So like
Hmm.
they did a little credit thing, like on me. Then I started getting like about 900 things in the mail. Like about check my credit and all this kind of stuff. But then when I was in the car dealership, they told me, "Oh, don't worry about it because this is a soft inquiry." Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess since it
Mm.
was soft, I wasn't worried about it. And like I went and checked out my credit report, and my credit report actually went up 1 point. So I don't know if it was in effect yet or what. So but
Well, that's what we're going to actually say that we're doing free credit consultations.
hmm
So, if anybody has any questions about that, we will love to sit down with you and do a free credit consultation because everyone is different. So, unless we have it in front of us, we're not going to be able to tell. Because we definitely want to dig deep and get into the details of why that is happening or see where it is actually happening on your credit report. So, yeah, I just wanted to put it out there. If you have anything that is, in detail, and you're like, hey, I got more questions, just know that you can contact us to get a free credit consultation.
yeah, and you're gonna have to leave me that information. So like I could post it or out here so people know how to get in
Absolutely.
contact with you. So
Sure.
so in
And
that,
Cortland, that's what I was saying in the beginning. We don't look at our credit report, so we don't know what's on there.
right.
So those inquiries that you see, they could have been just put on there. You don't know. They were the two or three that you had on there before might have dropped off, but like you said, you didn't know that you were getting a hard inquiry, so they something else popped back on there. So it's important that we keep an eye on our credit report. It's
Yeah,
very important.
cause like truthfully, I don't know. I have a goal in myself for myself. It's kind of hard, but I want to try to get that 800. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
That's right.
I
That's
want.
right.
I definitely want to try to get that 800.
Oh,
I've been working.
That's
I've been
right.
working on that. I was like,
Yep.
man. But these little things might knock me down. 20, 30 points. You know what I mean? Come on.
Exactly.
A hundred, a
Exactly.
hundred
here.
points.
That's why we're
Woo, man, boy, that get me kicked out the crib. 100 points. So,
here.
so,
Yeah.
so, so, so let's finish in that. I mean,
Okay, so the last 10% are the installment loans versus the revolving credit. So the installment loans are your is the mortgage, the car payments, and then that revolving credit is are those credit cards. So that's 10%.
okay. I got a question that just popped up. Can you see it?
Ooh, I love the questions.
Yeah,
Yay!
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Anjanette, somebody just asked this like recently.
Yeah, so why does your credit score go down if you finish paying off your vehicle? I love this conversation. It goes away because once you get rid of that debt, it's erased from your credit report. So it's the same thing as if a credit card, as if you're closing a credit card. It's the same thing. So you just want to be careful. Like, for example, if you're getting ready to purchase a home, everything is in timing. If you're getting ready to purchase a home, you don't want to pay off your vehicle or your car payment. You want to stretch it out as long as you can because it's going to drop your credit score. It's going to eventually go up because that is a good thing. It is a good thing to pay off your car, and it could be a bad thing to pay off your car depending on what you're trying to do with your credit. If you're trying to apply for a loan, like I said, if you're trying to purchase a home, but that's why your credit score actually goes down once you make that payment because you're erasing that credit age.
Wow, that's
Here's
crazy.
that
So
history.
when I pay my car off, my credit card score gonna go down. I mean,
Yeah, it's gonna go
we
down.
need a bill to change that. It's gonna knock my 800 down to the 775 or
It's
something like that, I ain't going
Well,
for
one
that.
thing that you can actually do is you can like prolong how long you want to keep that car payment. So you can work out something with that company and say, hey, I want to stretch this out as long as I can. So I just want to put like $100 on this month and then $100. Let's stretch it out.
Okay.
And you
Now,
can
now,
actually do
now, look, I got
that.
another question. This is a long one here. Can you
Hmm.
elaborate on the different type of FICO scores? Bank card, auto, FICP, 4, 5, 8, 9, and how accurate are the free credit scores you get online?
Well, when we usually do our credit consultations, we usually use Credit Karma. But with our protection plan, we have something that's called Smart Credit. And it actually is more than accurate than ever than TransUnion, Experience, Equifax. So if you're interested in getting those questions answered, we want to highly suggest that you have a credit consultation with us because it's going to take us a little longer to get into all those details. So again, our protection plan has 12 services, which includes credit restoration. And so we will be able to answer all your questions there during your consultation.
Hey, look, here's a good one. I got a couple good ones that came
Yeah.
in. So once I pay off my mortgage,
Mhm.
will my credit score go down? When you pay off your mortgage,
Yeah,
because that's a
yeah.
big
just a
one.
little
That's a big
bit.
one right there.
Mhm. But it will go down, but then it will go up. So
Yeah,
yes,
You,
it's
yeah.
going to
you
happen
got you
because
got you
of
got to think
the
about when you this is something that's on your credit report. So like Anjanette said, once it disappears, then you don't
Mhm.
have it anymore. So it's like you it once it goes away, nobody knows that you had it. So it's just going to bring it down just a little bit,
Okay,
but it'll
and,
go back
and,
up.
yeah, and I got a
However, depending on the timing of when you're purchasing something or you're picking up another loan, it'll shoot it back up because it's showing that you're paying that debt off.
okay. So tell
Mhm.
me this, and I always wondered about this too. Why does your credit score different depending on the company?
You mean
Hmm. As far as like Experian and
Yeah,
Equifax.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Because a
Mhm.
couple of them, like Experian, might be
Yeah.
higher than TransUnion
Well,
or whatever like
yeah,
that.
again, with our credit consultations, we can actually show you why because some companies they don't get everything. So,
everything.
TransUnion may get, oh, you have a negative item on this report or you're late on this payment.
Hmm.
Where the other, Equifax may not have that information. So they all don't know everything.
Okay,
Even though they're the credit bureaus, they don't know what this one is going and what this one is doing. So that's why all the scores are varying. They're sort of different.
okay,
But with
Make
our protection plan, you'll be able to see with Smart Credit what your true score is.
okay. You know, now this question, is like prolonging debt. I mean, I guess a lot of people was like, well, why you want to prolong your debt? And if you have a car payment, I know you can't prolong your debt on your car payment because
No.
if you go and do that, then that's going to make your credit card go down because that's like a non-payment. So, um, really, I guess what you're saying is
So I don't
prolong
want
your
to say
debt.
I don't want to say that paying your car payment off is a bad thing.
Hmm.
It's a good thing.
Hmm.
But if you're getting ready to purchase a home or you're getting ready to take a loan out, you don't want to do it at that time. So that's when I'm saying that you can actually break up the payments and then, decide when you want to pay it off after you went for that mortgage or went for that loan. I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that paying off debt is not what you want to do. You definitely want to pay your debt off. We encourage you to do that.
Hmm. Hmm. So yeah. That's a great thing. Now tell me a little bit more on how folks could get in contact with you. I really should have got that information for you before, so I could have posted it up here for you. But let me know. Let me know, or you could put it in the comments. Your information, which would be great, so people could get in contact with you. And like if you want to let them know about the opportunity, you could do that. Real quick too. So let's do that. So
Mhm.
so tell people how
Well,
they could get in contact with you to, hey, I want to get my credit straight. I got a
okay.
I got a I got a 540 and I need a hey, I found that interesting too. you got to
Mhm.
have the minimum of a 640 to get a
Mhm.
credit.
Mhm.
Woo, man,
Yes. Yes.
man.
You are
I
so funny.
tell
Start
people all
using
the
your
time,
credit
like,
cards.
yeah. Yeah. You definitely want to get your credit straight before you start looking for houses because you won't get approved.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that 640 to get approved.
Wow.
So if it is your goal this 2021 to get a house or refinance a home, refinance a car, get a car, definitely want to contact us. You can contact me at Anjanette Lenise. That's Lenisc on Facebook, and then I'm Mrs. Drop 30 Forever on Instagram. And you can also, I guess I can put it in the chat. I can send you my flyer, Cortland, if you want to post it.
Yeah, I'll post it. And matter of fact,
Yeah, I'll put it in
cause
the chat too.
yeah, yeah. So, Mr. Watson said, paying off debt. Now you're talking my language. Yes, shoot,
Yes.
paying
So
off
let
that
me
debt.
let me tell you about our services because a lot of people think that we just do credit restoration, and we're not just credit restoration. We're all about financial literacy, like we talked about before. We have 12 services. So we have a budgeting tool, we have a debt payoff tool, we also
We
have
have
a
a
will and
savings
trust,
goal.
savings goal. We have 12 services. We have identity theft protection.
Mm-hmm.
Credit
So
monitoring.
all of these services, we're looking at all your finances. It's not just about getting your credit straight, but it's also about keeping you on a straight and narrow, and keeping everything in order.
Now you definitely need that debt protection. Now,
Hmm.
what is that about? Like because I know a couple times, we got I'm gonna say defrauded on our cards, and the bank will call you, you know,
You
and
mean somebody stole your
yeah,
credit
identity.
cards
I
or
mean,
use
I
your
guess
credit?
they,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
So,
identity.
so, so,
Okay.
so, what does theft protection have to do with that? I mean, I don't know. Does it have something to do with that? I don't know.
With your credit,
Yeah. Or just let's let's
yes.
let's, let's make.
If
Go ahead.
someone, if you, someone can steal your identity and get credit cards in your name, but you have to have a good credit score. So that's why once you get your credit score where you want an 800, you want to make sure that you're doing what you need to protect that credit score. So you want to get identity monitoring so that no one can take your identity.
Okay. Hey, I tell you this. I put up this question from Carolyn right here, and um, you know, uh, from the information I learned tonight, which was great. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good that he got this credit card, but make sure that he doesn't go over 10% of spending on that card, right?
Hmm.
And
One thing.
also that he pays it on time as well.
Okay. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, one thing that our protection plan has is a secure credit card. So you're actually able to put that money on your card itself without going into debt. And it's actually supposed to boost your credit, excuse me, your credit score. You also want to pay attention to those interest rates and the fees that they charge on your
Right.
Mm-hmm.
credit card. Excuse
Okay.
me.
All right. I got
Interest
another.
is very important.
All right. I got another question. Do you
Hmm.
find that some people that get their credit repaired end up with bad credit again after they have had time to accumulate more debt?
Well, one thing I love about our protection plan is that we're not doing our job if you come out with a good credit score and then you're falling back into the same habits. And that's why our protection plan was created to keep you, like I said, on the straight and narrow, that you have your budgeting tool, that you have your debt payoff tool, your savings goal. You have the financial literacy basically at your fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much information that we provide in addition to having that one-on-one contact with myself or Annette, if you have any questions about your financial future or any financial goals that you're trying to reach. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no way possible that with signing up with us, and if you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, right, because you have to take responsibility for yourself, that you will fall into those bad habits.
Yeah, and
And with those that protection plan that we have, it'll help you get into good habits with your money. Like I said
Mhm.
before, I didn't want to do anything with finances, but using those tools, it gives you another mindset. So you're practicing better habits with your money. You're putting these tools to practice, and like Anjanette said, stay on the straight and narrow.
Okay. Okay, that's good information, like tonight. Um Now, um look, let me see here. Let me see here. But because that this is great information, like I said, I want y'all to leave y'all information with the audience. I thank you and I appreciate your time tonight. Is it any additional stuff that you want to share with us tonight?
Actually, if you guys are interested in getting your credit fixed or just interested in the protection plan in general, we are having a webinar this Thursday, February 4th at 8 p.m. and it's couples and credit. So we're
Yeah, I saw
celebrating
that flyer.
Valentine's
Send me
Day.
that flyer and I'll
Yeah,
post it. Yeah, send me
Woohoo!
that flyer. I saw that. Yeah,
yeah. So
couples
if
and
you
credit.
couples and credit, we're talking about being together and having credit together.
Yes.
Because it's really important to have your, when you become one, to becoming one, having your credit and everything and all your finances together. So we're going to talk about it. So yes, please join us, and Corlin, I'll send you the link and I'll send you the flyer so we can get people on.
Yeah, yeah, do that. Matter of fact, my wife and I was talking about this. Like before we got married, we didn't even talk about, like credit. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I mean, we didn't even really talk about, like that financial thing, or whatever. So, I mean, I think this is great information. I learned a lot tonight, and I'm quite sure, like my audience has learned a lot too. 35% is for what?
Your payment history.
Okay.
30% is your credit utilization.
Okay. Yeah, break those numbers down to me real quick before we go.
15% is the length of credit.
Mm-hmm.
10% is the credit inquiries, and
Mm-hmm.
the other 10% are those mortgage payments and those credit cards.
Yeah, so you gotta look out for all that stuff, but keep in mind the breakdown. You see what I'm saying? And especially about your credit cards. I mean, because I have a credit card that, man, I just was is almost at the max. But
Hmm.
I make sure I pay it on time. But I got to get that bad boy down to 10%.
Hmm.
Man, hold on, hold
At least
on.
30.
Mm-hmm. All right, I just now this I guess this is credit protection right here. What you need right here. This question. I just discovered my ex purchased a car with my credit information and name. Will this
Oh.
impact my rating, and who do I report it to?
Hmm.
Mm.
So,
What?
identity theft is like one of the leading crimes in America right now, and that's why we offer identity theft protection with our services. We protect at least $1 million of your assets. So if anything is compromised, we're going to take care of it all. And it's actually 2 years dated. So if it happened and you just signed up today and it happened 2 years ago, we'll go all the way back to 2 years ago. So definitely, who was it that said they
Cynthia
had the question?
Mills. Cynthia Mills.
Yeah, definitely get with us because we definitely want to get on that and we can help you with that situation that
See,
you're dealing with right
yeah,
now.
see, that's great. I mean, oh wow, this is such great information, man. I'm like, I'm glad we did this. So look, I appreciate y'all coming on tonight with this great information. Please, please, put your information in the comment section so my
Comment.
folks could
Can
get
you put mine in?
with you guys. And Cynthia said, "Okay, thanks."
You're
So
welcome.
so
Definitely want to help you with that.
yeah, yeah. So
Cortland, thanks for having us.
yeah, hey,
Yes,
look,
appreciate it.
I love giving out this
Yeah.
information, and look, I had one on real estate. That was good. This is excellent credit
Yeah, I
repair.
saw that one. That one was
So
really
so
good.
so so we're gonna continue, and we're gonna have you guys back. You know what I mean?
Please
Because
do.
that's what I'm about. I'm about helping my community. I want to help my
Exactly.
community. I want to bring everybody, you know, directed towards black business, like that kind of thing. So I really
Yeah.
appreciate y'all coming. Thank you very much. And I'll shout at y'all later. Thank you.
All
All
right,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Cortland. All right. See you
Bye.
later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, I'm back. and I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Like I said, Carolyn said that was good. I learned some good information. That's what I wanted to share with y'all. Some great information on credit repair. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post this on YouTube, so you guys can go back and see it on YouTube. I think this was a great show. I think the sound was great and everything like that. So we'll do that. I'm going to sign out now, and I really appreciate y'all. You know, um, just look out for me next time. And stay safe out here. I always say stay safe before every show. I mean, and after every show, stay safe. Wear your mask. Do that because we gotta protect ourselves. Much love. I love y'all, and I'll see you. Oh, I gotta do. One more important thing. My show on Thursday is gonna be with this kid named Antoine. He's 14. If you have some kids, some teenagers that want to come on and ask some questions, like that, it's gonna be fun. Let's do that, because it's gonna be a conversation with Antoine. So look for me on Thursday at 7:00. We're gonna have fun with this young man. So check you out.